What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chop Toys. So, Christmas Eve day, I was out and about. I found some antique stores open, and ran across this little truck. This is I think, early 50s Smith Miller Kraft Foods box truck. I've never had any Smith Miller trucks. I've wanted them. I've researched them and everything, but they are very, very high end. They make one I'm especially fond of is like the Mac B series. They make Mac L series, B series, and then they had some later ones that were look kind of like a Peterbilt Kenworth, opening doors and stuff. A little too detailed, a little too modern. But these old Cabovers I wasn't that familiar with. I knew just the basics, but ran across this, thought it was a good deal, and yeah, here it is. You can see it's in reasonable shape. We've got a little bit of warpage on the box, paint missing on the cab. Stickers, the box stickers are all but gone. You can kind of see them on one side. The door stickers are okay, but the main thing that I liked about this truck was the bumper's not broken. Now these Smith Millers, they are die cast, kind of a pot metal, and the chassis is all one piece cast, and the bumper is part of that. And the bumper mounts about here and here, and typically the ends get broken off with play. And I've seen end pieces you can buy, and you have to try to braze them on and stuff like that. So that being complete, I was pretty happy with. The cab has minimal damage. There's a couple little dings in the roof. Got one crack right here, about maybe half an inch up the windshield. But it's not distorted, it's just cracked. Just a stress crack from some little kid probably trying to ride on this thing. These are supposedly, they say they're based off the GMC Cabovers. Really cool looking truck. The pale yellow, it's faded quite a bit. But like I said, it's 100% complete, which I was very, very happy to find. We've got all our tires and wheels. They roll. The hubcaps are a bit rusty. You can see it used to have little stickers here in the corners that were almost like a chrome reflective, and it says Kraft Foods. The door stickers are in pretty good shape. Like I said, at least they're legible. I did clean this last night. I used my scrubbing bubble technique. I just put it in the bottom of the bathtub, soaked it in scrubbing bubbles, didn't touch it or nothing, and then I just got some warm water from the shower and rinsed it all off. Got about a pound of dirt out of the inside of the box. See, the box got a little bit of damage. These did not have doors on the back, so we're not missing anything there. But overall condition is pretty good. Show you the other side. Sucks. You can still see a little bit of chrome from the stickers. They had some, I think the corner pieces were chrome. You can buy aftermarket stickers for them, but they're not going to stick to this. Let me flip it over. It's pretty straight. The chassis doesn't have any damage. The bumper ends. You can see here how they overlap the body and are typically broken. All the screws are there. It's got the wooden block underneath between the bed and the frame. Yeah. I might do a little work straightening out some of this sheet metal here, just cleaning up the edges, squaring it back out. But really, I don't think I'm going to mess with this one. I like the patina on it. I think it'll look good sitting in my living room for now. The axles have a good amount of wear on them, but it's still there, still intact. Tires are pretty smooth, but they have the tread around the edges, and it roll and it looks good. They're hard as a rock, but that's how these things go these days. But yeah, let me see if we can straighten out some of that metal real quick. This is how I usually do it on the Tonka trucks. I'll just get my needle nose and try to bend things back up where they need to be. I'm not going to hit this thing with a hammer because the paint is pretty thin, so I'm trying to keep wear down as much as possible. That came out great. I couldn't have planned that any better to be on camera. It looks like I know what I'm doing. Got a little dimple here. Can't bring that edge back up. I like these long needle nose. They're handy on the Tonka trucks. You can stick them up inside and get the roof front post out pretty easily. I've got a little bit of lean to one side. Still got that. It's improved. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that out without hammering, so I'm just gonna, I'll try one more thing. Yeah, we're not really getting anywhere with that one. I'm gonna flip it over and do that bottom edge. I got backed into the loading dock too many times. You can see how bad that's curved in. That should be a pretty easy fix though. I'm just happy with the body condition. I mean, I think I got a good deal. eBay prices, it's hard to gauge. Oh yeah. These trucks, I found one mint condition with the box and the brochure and everything, and it was like $750. And there's not a complete one on eBay right now, so I don't know eBay prices. You know, they're kind of all over the place. I found a chassis with the cab. I think it had a broken bumper corner and no axles, and it was $80. Found just the cab for like $60. Pretty happy with that. We cleaned that up pretty good. See there in the back. Still off just a little bit. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I like this little truck. This should be a good display piece, but like I was saying, you know, I expected this truck to be in this condition $150, $175. This was only $75. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I got a good deal on it. These things in this kind of condition, it's, you know, 30 years from now, should appreciate and value a little bit. No, it's not a mint piece, but it's a survivor. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I got a fair deal with tax. It was like $80, 80 and some change. But solid frame, good bumper. Cab's got one crack. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to touch that. It is pushed in a little bit right here. You can feel the crack on this side. But this being die cast, I can't just grab it with the needle nose, or I'll end up taking that whole corner from here to the crack out. It'll just come right off, I'm afraid. So yeah, don't mess with that stuff. Luckily, I learned that the hard way on a cheap truck and not in a very expensive truck. I think it was old Structo. The early Structo trucks in late 40s and early 50s, very similar to this. Almost identical design. A little bit different body style, but the same basic layout. Same kind of axles, same kind of cab style, way that you bolted to the chassis. The chassis was like that. Very similar. And then Structo flipped it and went to building like Tonka trucks. The stamped steel and stuff. They went away from the die cast. But yeah, I know from my experience with Tonka trucks, these kind of beds don't hold up well over time. And so I figured a Smith Miller with the box intact probably be a pretty good investment. You know, it was only $80, not really an investment like I'm going to retire off of it, but just something to, you know, maybe pass down one day. Keep the spirit alive of the old toys back when they were built to last. But anyway, I'm sure there's a Smith Miller expert out there, because I don't know the exact years. There's one of these on eBay that says it's a 48, and it's a GMC cab, and this and that, and then there's some other websites that say these were made from like 51 to 53. So I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I used to be all into the Tonkas. I had all the price guides and knew all the history of them. The Smith Millers, I'm new. But anyways, I'll quit rambling. I appreciate you guys watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share if you like what's going on this channel. Stay tuned for more cool things to come.